I've never did a Danish Christmas dessert before, so this can go really wrong. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. I'm Joanna and I've been living in Denmark for 3 years now, but somehow I've never made a proper Christmas Danish dessert, which kind of feels a bit illegal, to be honest. But today is the day and I'm going to try to make a dessert called risalamande. I really hope I'm saying this right. If not, I apologize. This dessert is a very typical one, especially during Christmas time, and let's give it a try. But before, just a reminder, this is not a perfect recipe video, it's more like a let's see what happens one, okay? With that said, let's go. So we start very simple. This is short grain rice, nothing fancy. Then we have whole milk. This is not the moment to go low fat. And after, just a tiny pinch of salt. A funny thing is that in Portugal we have a very similar recipe to this one. It's called arroz doce. They are a bit different in terms of flavor and texture, but very, very similar in terms of looks. Arroz doce is made with egg yolks, cinnamon, lemon, but I think we could say they are like cousins. Now everything goes into the pot. Rice first, then a pinch of salt, and of course our milk. I turn the heat on, low, or at least what I thought was low, and you are supposed to stir regularly so nothing sticks, which I did. And then I cover it and let it cook for a few minutes. About 5 minutes later, yeah, the rice completely stuck to the bottom of the pot. This is probably because the heat was still too high, or because I trusted myself a bit too much. So we are starting over, second attempt. Same ingredients, same process, just much lower heat. Should I put more milk? The original recipe said I should have put like 1 liter of milk, but I thought it was too much compared to the amount of rice. And in the second take, I didn't even respected the measurements. Welcome to Cooking with the Portuguese Girl! The idea here is to stir until your arm falls off. So 20 minutes later, let's try this to see if it's creamy enough. Yeah, I would say it's very good. Once the rice is thick and creamy, I take it off the heat. And now I add the sugar and then the vanilla. And this is the moment it actually starts to smell like Christmas. Do you think this is normal? Okay, I think they're good. Now it's time to whip the cream. I just learned that the cream should have been in the fridge all this time, and it wasn't. So we'll have to work with what we have now. Now it's time to chop the almonds, nice and thin, except for one. This one stays whole. At Christmas, 1 almond is hidden inside a dessert, and whoever finds it gets a gift. Now I'm just putting a portion into a small cup, and this is going into the fridge for a bit. Traditionally, this is served with cherry sauce, but I couldn't find cherries, so we are improvising. I'm using a mix of red berries instead, and I add a bit of sugar. Let it come to a boil, and once it starts bubbling, I lower the heat. Now I pour the berry sauce on top, and this is my favorite part. The creaminess, the color, it just works. And I finish it with a few mint leaves. I know, not traditional, but very me. And that's it, my first risalamande. Well, and this is the final result. I don't think it's perfect, and honestly it was a very difficult process, but it looks very festive, and I think that's what a dessert should look like. So now it's time for the taste test. Let's go! It tastes really good. Has a wonderful texture, and I think that the cherries give it a wonderful balance between the rice, and I think it's totally approved. I think I have just bited the big almond. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I wish you all a Merry Christmas, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye!